Lauren, great to see you again. How's it going?
Oh, good to see. What is it, our third time now or something?
Absolutely. Yeah, do I need to get you like a mug or like a shirt or something?
Yeah, I think at the very least, get me a pen, get me a whole like swag bag of all your.
Absolutely. The merch. The merch is coming your way. The movie is called Twisted. It is twisted, of course. What is it like kind of reading those kind of twisted kind of elements, but then, preparing as much as you can, but getting there with the institution, seeing it all come to life for you?
You know what? I only had 3 weeks by the time I was offered this role, accepted, and then got on set. So I had such little time to prepare, which is kind of unheard of for the amount of screen time Paloma has in this movie and the amount of characters that I get to play, which I think was so enticing for me. I got to play so many different versions of this character, and I also loved how interested in literary work she was because I graduated with an English literature major, so I think that was my first in for her. I was like, okay, this is where we connect on a human level. I loved the sense of humor the script had. I loved the sense of humor Paloma had. I think it popped off the page. And I just loved how mischievous she was as a person. And I was excited to play someone in that morally corrupt kind of gray area. So I was really excited. And then working on set was just this whole other monster that was just so fulfilling. It was one of my favorite on set experiences of all time.
Absolutely. It's interesting because I know when you're acting, you try not to do this. And we've talked about this before when you've been on the show about the Terrifier films, but it's like the audience, right? And the horror movie fans are going to eat it all up, right? They're going to watch everything that's horror. They're going to watch everything that's creature feature, psychological, right? Are you starting as a storyteller actor to think about the audience a little bit more, like after you rap about like the fact that like so many different people are going to get the chance to watch it in different areas globally? Like, what do you think about that? It's crazy to think about the audience in this kind of horror kind of landscape right now.
Absolutely. I think honestly at this point in my career that I've been so incredibly blessed and I'm so grateful to be at. I've developed this connection with people who have watched my movies that I feel this sense of duty to them to pick certain works. I can't tell you how hard this year has been passing on scripts because some of them are really wonderful scripts and really interesting characters, and I know that audiences will like it. But at the same time, I'm trying to cultivate a larger body of work where I can be seen in a more versatile way. So that means passing on a lot of horror scripts. And I think even though this movie does have a horror element to it, I think it starts off as kind of like this queer romance action heist movie, which I think really is what drew me to it. So again, I feel this duty to show audiences like, hey, you can see me here, but I'm going to try my very best to not become repetitive and boring for you because you've invested your time into me. I want to invest my time for you.
Very well said. Absolutely. And last question, I find it interesting. I'm a filmmaker, so I think about these things all the time, right? So there's a lot of scenes in this film that it's like, a 2 or 3 minute scene, and then we go to the next scene and everything. But I know that there's a chance that that scene that we see for 2, 3 minutes might have taken you the whole day or like a week or everything. When those big scenes happen, and you can answer this specifically with Twisted, do they feel like their own mini movie, mini project, those big scenes, or do they feel like overall part of Twisted?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. You know what? I think it's interesting to think of it in retrospect now, but I think while I'm in it, I don't think of it in terms of the movie because then I might get lost in this idea I'm an actor working on a movie. And I think that takes me out of the experience. I think I'm more focused in what do I want in this scene? Who am I speaking to? What is our relationship? And how do I get what I want in this scene? And when we have the luxury to work all day on one scene, which we moved rather quick in this movie, so
Mhm.
we're lucky. We can find more nuance in those moments. So I think in terms more of how can we deepen our relationship in this scene as opposed to this is a movie and all of that other stuff where I can think about now in a fun way, but in those moments I just think what do I want from this person? And I had wonderful scene partners to get what I want.
Absolutely. I can't wait for people to check out Twist. You are so good in this. Congratulations. Great to see you as always. Thank you so much for your time.
So good to see you again. I hope I see you again soon.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.